Row Zero is a spreadsheet built for big data. In this video, we'll show how to use the text function to custom format numbers and dates. To get started, I've opened this example workbook, and this spreadsheet is linked in the description below if you want to explore these examples on your own. The text function has two arguments: the number or date time values you want to format, and the formatting you want to apply. And it works by converting numbers to text and then using format codes to apply the formatting. And there are format codes for numbers, for dates, and for times. And we'll go through a few examples of each. The two most important number format codes are 0 for mandatory digit and # for optional digit. Let's take a look at a few examples. So here I'm converting the value in A14 to currency. So I'm adding a $, some optional digits separated by a comma, one required digit to the left of the decimal place, and two required digits to the right of the decimal place. And that's going to convert to currency. And you can see I can change this here, and it's going to continue to hold that format. I can also, let's say, add a decimal place in front. It's going to make this 40 cents. I can also make the number very large, and it's going to continue adding commas every 3 digits. Let's say I want to take a big number and condense it to billions. So every comma divides by 1,000. So if I add 3 commas after the number, it's going to divide by 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000, which is a billion. And then I can add a B at the end for billion, and it's going to format it like billion. And note, I can put whatever I want here. So if I want to type out billion, I can easily do that. I can also easily add units to any number. So you can, again, type whatever you want in text after the formatted number. I can use the question mark /? To convert to fractions. So this is converting 2.67 to either 2 2/3 or 8/3, depending on if you use the optional digit in front or not. The percent sign will multiply by 100 and add the symbol. And you can also use E plus 00 for scientific notation. So you have a lot of options for formatting numbers using text. Let's take a look at formatting dates. The date format codes use D for days, M for months, and Y for years. And you get a different result depending on how many times you use the code. So using 1D gives you a day without leading zeros. 2Ds give you a day with leading zeros. So you can see March 1st is converting to 01. This particular date is a Saturday, and if you use DDD, you're getting an abbreviated weekday. If you use DDDD, you're getting a full weekday written out. And it's a similar dynamic with months. So again, for March 1st, 2025, just M gives you 3. MM gives you the month with the leading 0. 3Ms gives you an abbreviated month name. 4Ms gives you the full month name. And 2Ys gives you a 2-digit year, and 4Ys gives you a 4-digit year. And you can put this all together for some more complex examples. So let's take that same date. We're going to do MMMD, YYY. That's going to give you March 1st, 2025. If we want to elongate that a bit more for Saturday, March 1st, 2025, you can add DDDD at the beginning. You can also add whatever text you want around that. So let's say you wanted to add a label for last updated March 1st, 2025, you can do that. And then if you want to change the format to a different locale, you can do that. So let's say you want to have days first, then month, then year, you can easily do that. So similarly, a lot of flexibility for formatting dates using text. Let's take a look at times. So times works similarly. You use H for hours, M for minutes, and S for seconds. So H converts to hours between 0 and 23. 2 H's gives you leading zeros. M converts to minutes between 0 and 59, and 2 M's will give you leading 0 for that. S converts to seconds between 0 and 59, and similarly, you can get leading zeros with 2 S's. So you can put that all together, and you can get a full time written out. You can also add AM and PM suffix as well. And looking at a few more complicated examples and combining it with dates above, you can get a fully written out date with a time, and you can also add labels before or after if you want. So this gives you, last updated March 1st, 2025 at 7:09 a.m. One important thing to note is that because the text function converts numbers to text, further calculations will see all of these as 0. So let's say, for example, I multiply this times 2. I'm going to get an error that says cannot multiply text and number. If you need to convert back to numbers, you can use the number value or value functions. So let's just look at that real quick. So if I use number value, That's going to convert that back to a number, multiply times 2, and I'm good to go. So as you can see, the text function gives you a lot of flexibility to custom format numbers and date times in your spreadsheet. And if you want to explore more on your own, click the link in the description below to view live examples in a Row Zero workbook. You can try Row Zero for free at rowzero.io and see why Row Zero is the best spreadsheet for big data.